this is Tracie. I have Eddie with me, and we are going to be talking about American Horror Story, Season 5, Episode 5 of Hotel. I have to do that for every episode. It's kind of a tradition around here, I guess. So, Eddie, what did you think of this episode?
You know, I said Devil's Night was the best episode. I say Room Service was the best episode. I mean, it was just over the top with what happened in this episode, with all the kids getting infected with the vampire virus, and it's kind of interesting to see a kid feeding off his mom and then going to school like it's nothing, and then his little playmate girl, he talks to her and ends up turning her into a vampire, and then starts just turning everybody into vampire. I like how they explored more on the background of Liz Taylor. That was really awesome. I
agree.
I really felt bad for him. I was like, man, here's a guy, trying to be normal in his skin, feel normal in his skin, and he can't,
Yeah, definitely. I definitely would agree with that. So it opens up with Alex, and she's in the hospital, and you can tell that she feels like shit. Like she just got turned. She wants blood, and so she ends up putting some blood into his IV bag.
Yeah, she puts the vampire virus blood into his IV bag.
So, what were your thoughts on that? Do you think she wanted him to die or to turn, or was
I think she was just overpressured and stressed out about, because the mom was like, keep my son alive, and do what you can. So I think she just felt pressure and was like, okay, my only solution to this kid getting better is to give him the vampire virus so he can live.
And that was the biggest mistake that she could have freaking made.
Because, I wonder when the Countess finds out about what she did, how the Countess, I'm wondering what the Countess would do, because, that could have been one of the rules she broke.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that the opening, that just threw me off. I'm just like, what is she doing?
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, what the heck is going on right now?
Wait till the Countess finds out. Your ass is... Oh.
Yeah.
And so then it shows Iris and her son go over to Ramona's house.
Yeah.
And they kind of devise up a plan to make Iris kind of the inside man so that they can take down the Countess.
Yeah, because Iris has access to everything. She pretty much does everything for the Countess.
And she looked like complete shit.
Yeah.
She looked like she had a gnarly hangover or something bad.
Yeah.
And so they go back to the hotel, and Liz Taylor's like, honey, you don't look good.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to you? And I love when you see Tristan and the Countess leaving.
Oh, yeah.
For their party, and
I really like the style that the Countess had.
She looks so gorgeous, just breathtaking. I loved it.
And then the glasses that he had on remind me so much of Hammer Horror, because in all the Hammer Horror vampire movies, you'd always see those glasses.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I'm just like, Iris is going to get caught. Oh,
yeah.
no, it's
I was
not
like,
good.
crap.
And so she doesn't end up getting caught. And then those two extremely rude people come into the hotel. I wanted
that dead right off the bat.
Oh my gosh, right?
Where's William Drake? We need to talk to William Drake.
We need this, we need that, clean towel, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, Iris was really composing herself not to just kill them right then. So she waited a while, and while they were making this pate to deliver to their room, she began talking with Liz Taylor, and it showed his backstory. That was my favorite part of this entire episode.
Oh, I would definitely agree with that.
Was learning all about him, and exactly like you said, him finally just being comfortable in his in his skin, you
Yeah.
know, and not being ashamed of it, because he said he married his wife because she was the same size as him so that he could wear her clothes. And he goes on this business trip, and he goes and he hides out in his room and he puts on a slip and makes himself look beautiful and whatever, and then once Lady Gaga gets him all ready and he's walking down the hall with the ice bucket, it literally just, it gave me chills for how happy and excited I was for him, because he finally got to break out and be like, this is me, this is who I am.
Yeah, you finally felt like the character could be himself. He could be in his own skin. He was proud of what he was.
Yeah, that whole scene I thought was just freaking awesome. And then it shows those two guys and they're being
douchebags
bullied to him. And the Countess is like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, she's like...
And so then she ends up hiring Liz Taylor on, and I love how they picked out the name, and because it's just beauty and glamour, and it's Liz Taylor, and that's where the name came from. And then you find out that he's not a vampire or anything.
That was interesting how the Countess didn't turn him into a vampire.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the people that she really likes, she always turns them into vampires.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting, like, why didn't she turn him into a vampire?
Maybe she trusts him more?
Maybe
I don't know. That is a good point, though. I didn't really actually think about that.
Because everybody she's liked, everybody that she has an interest or needs, you know, something from, she has always turned them into a vampire.
Yeah. I'm wondering why she didn't change Liz Taylor. Now you planted a seed in my head, 'cause now I'm wondering why.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely by far my favorite scene. Dennis O'Hare is just an excellent actor, and so he played that part to a T. I thought it was perfection.
What did you think about hypodermic Sally and John?
Oh no! She wakes up and he's like, "What the hell? Get out of my room!" And then
the typical guy thing of, "Oh, what did I do last night?"
And she's just like, "You practically dragged me up here," and then it shows a very small sex scene. Because I don't even think, did they even have one in the last episode?
No, I don't think they did.
I don't even think that they did. So they had a very small, kind of subliminal sex part in that. And her makeup always just looks like they put Vaseline under her eyes or something. It's always so greasy looking and everything. And so... yeah, I thought that scene was just freaking hilarious.
And what was interesting, you didn't see Mr. Marsh in this one.
Yeah, you didn't see him.
You didn't see
You didn't see Will Drake.
You didn't see Will Drake, and you didn't see the... what's the girl with the laundry? Forgot her name.
The maid?
Yeah, the maid. Okay.
I don't know what her name is.
Anyways, the maid wasn't in this episode.
Her real name is Mara Winningham, but I don't know what her name is on this. But yeah, there were a few. But then also on the last episode, it didn't show Angela Bassett in it. So it kind of alternates. And I think Lady Gaga had more of a role in this one too. She spoke a lot more. And so I really enjoyed that factor. I thought that was great. I think she's going to freak out when she figures out what happened with that kid and him infecting all those other kids, and it's going to be a huge outbreak.
Yeah, it's like almost like a zombie apocalypse of vampires, because I mean, it's going to just keep spreading, because just think, those kids are going to go home and then they're feed on their parents.
And then, yeah, it's just going to be a huge domino effect, and it's all going to end up coming back to Alex at some point. And right now, the Countess trusts her. She's entrusting her to take care of the kids, take care of Holden, da-da-da-da-da. It's going to come back at her.
Yeah.
And so I'm interested to see what else is going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm also, too, interested in to see what happens with John when he finds out that Alex is a vampire. Yeah. And what she's done, you know. It seems like he's going down a meltdown path with being fired from the police department and stuff.
Has he had any contact at all with the Countess?
I don't know.
I don't think he has
I can't
at all.
recall. Yeah. And he hasn't had any contact with his wife since she's turned.
Yeah. Yeah. This is all just gonna start just falling in together and falling into
And we're
place.
about mid-season, so it's gonna start getting more nuttier and more crazier.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think so as well. So I know on the last episode, I'm like, gosh, I really want to know more about Liz Taylor.
And it happened.
And it happened. Like, man, Ryan Murphy read my mind. He knew what I wanted to watch next. So I thought that whole segment was perfect. It was stunning. It gave me chills. I thought it was beautiful and epic. I loved it. Would you agree? Would you?
Oh yeah, I mean that Liz Taylor scene just incredible. You know, anybody can relate to that in some way, being an outsider or not fitting into a crowd. You can relate to those things, so it kind of brings them on of like, yeah, it's good for him that he can be himself.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, just be yourself in your own skin. Do what you want.
Because you're going to be the most happy that way.
Exactly.
I mean, being fake, at the end of the day, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're not happy with yourself. You're not happy in life. You put this fake face on for everybody to please everybody.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What are you most looking forward to in the next episode?
You know, I want to see more of the Countess, and I want to see my boy Mr. Marsh.
Yeah,
Mr.
Evan
Marsh.
Peters.
Mr. Marsh, he's killing it. I mean, I wonder what his motive is right now, because there hasn't been really a set motive right now with him. I mean, we all kind of know what the motive of the Countess is with William Drake trying to marry him
get all his
money, get the hotel back because she lost all that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to the next episode, because in this one they were kind of talking a little bit about to Iris, because how she turned or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Girl, you need to go down to the department store, you need to get your makeup done. So I'm curious to see in the next episode if she looks more revived and younger and more youthful.
Yeah,
like
you might see her look change.
Yeah. Ryan Murphy, if you're listening, put out that episode. So, yeah, I'm curious to see if they're going to kind of play on that and make her just look absolutely amazing and beautiful. So, any final thoughts?
Just an overall great episode. I love this season. I have to say right now, this is my favorite season. I've really loved where the characters have gone. I mean, it's just overall just a great season. I mean, they really did a good job on this. Yeah,
this season is going awesome. You guys check it out if you haven't. It might take a little bit to get into it, but overall, it's going great. Oh, yeah, it's going amazing. I think it's awesome. So we will be doing our next review next week on season 6. Season 6, duh. Episode 6 of season 5. So I hope you enjoyed our review of American Horror Story season 5, episode 5 of Hotel. I am Tracy.
I'm Eddie.
We are the Horror Junkies of Utah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Have a good night.
Good night.